travel. How many of you have stayed in an Airbnb? Well, you guys really need to listen to what they're doing to help refugees. A collaboration between Airbnb.org and the International Organization for Migration is providing resources and solutions to refugees. Joining us now to discuss are Kristen Berlocker from Airbnb.org and Amy Pope from the International Organization for Migration. Ladies, thanks so much for waking up with us.
Thank you.
So, Amy, starting with you, how has the state of refugees and asylum seekers evolved in recent years, and where have you seen the greatest need?
Today, there are more than 100 million people who are on the move, and that is a considerable increase over recent years. People are being displaced by conflict like the one in Ukraine, by natural disaster, often made worse by changing climate, and a range of other issues. So it's incredibly important to have these partnerships. The needs are global, and they are impacting every level of society.
Why is providing temporary housing a key part of refugee relief?
Sure. Well, when refugees are forced to flee, one of their most immediate and urgent needs is finding temporary places to stay. And that's why Airbnb.org, our nonprofit arm, works really closely with IOM to provide short-term stays in these moments, including partnering with hosts who will offer their homes often for free or at a discount. And not having to worry about housing, even temporarily, really allows refugees to focus on other critical needs, whether that's medical care or social services. For instance, we had a guest named Alina who fled her home in Odessa after the war broke out in Ukraine with just a backpack. And IOM was able to connect her with Airbnb.org hosts who not only opened their home to her, but really helped with things like groceries and doctor's appointments, and really giving her that sense of connection and community, which is just so important for people who have been uprooted from their homes and separated from their families.
You guys are doing incredible work, so thank you for the work that you're doing. And Amy, tell us how this partnership addresses the housing needs of refugees and asylum seekers.
Well, if you take the war in Ukraine as just one example, within a month after war breaking out, we had signed a partnership with Airbnb.org to provide immediate support to those fleeing the conflict. And that addressed some of the most vulnerable, women with children, elderly people, persons with disabilities, providing a sense of stability so that we could help them address some of the other pressing issues they were facing at this critical moment in their life.
People learn more about this, and how can we get involved?
Sure. So too often with humanitarian crises, the needs on the ground will far outlast the media headlines and public attention. As Amy mentioned, there's millions of people from places like Ukraine and Afghanistan who are in need of places to stay, and public donations really help ensure we can deliver sustained support. So one of the easiest ways to help is by making a tax-deductible donation to Airbnb.org and USA for IOM, which is their nonprofit arm here in the US. And right now, Airbnb.org has a matching campaign running where all donations up to $5 million will be matched one-to-one.
Oh my goodness. Well, ladies, thank you so much for raising awareness about this very important topic. We'll have all of the details over on our website as well. I appreciate you both.